Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to tackle all of the Phase 8 materials that you are going to be needing and what are going to be the best gold makers for Phase 8. And essentially the biggest thing that everyone is going to be needing to make are the craftable uniforms. Every single player is going to need at least 4 pieces, as well as this is a key piece in order to getting your tier sets for Phase 8. So I was going to go on the PTR and show you, but as you can see, unfortunately, the PTR is down, which, you know, maybe a new build's coming, which is always good to see. But Wowhead has an awesome database that we can go over, and I can show you the same stuff that I was going to show you in-game anyway. So we're going to switch it over here to Wowhead real quick and look at the Scarlet uniforms. So if you don't know what these are, essentially everyone is going to need 4 pieces because of this Scarlet insignia, and it says down the insignia of the Scarlet Crusade while wearing 4 pieces of the crafted Scarlet military set or the tabard of the Scarlet Crusade. Your disguise will fool many crusaders in New Avalon. So it says, and this works with the tabard as well, but I think the tabard of the Scarlet Enclave is going to drop from the it's going to drop in the raid, if I had to guess. I'm not entirely sure on that. We don't really know, but that's just my thought. So then you have the cloth pieces, which are they just have some spell power. These pieces aren't like insanely good. I guess they're good as like a brand new character catch-up gear type thing. There's nothing crazy about these pieces at all. They're just int and spell power and some stam. Then we have the leather, same stuff, just attack power, basic, all 8 of 8 pieces. Then we have the mail set, and we have the plate set. As you can see, you can look at these models for each of them and what they're going to be looking like. I hate when casters aren't like a robe, personally, so I would have loved to have the leg pieces that. But otherwise, they're pretty cool. They look kind of unique, very red, very scarlet-y. But anyway, what I wanted to show you most importantly is the materials that we are going to be needing for these and why certain things might become very, very valuable. So you've probably heard the rumors. Every single one of these pieces uses righteous orbs. However, righteous orbs do drop from Tyr's Hand and Avalon. I don't know about Tyr's Hand, but they do drop in New Avalon from the new mobs. So righteous orb drop rate is definitely going way, 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 way up. So that is an important thing to note, and you might be able to go out there and get a lot of them very quickly. I've farmed like 6 or 7 of them on the PTR just farming for these recipes. So drop rate felt pretty good, but go out there, test it, see how long it takes you to get it. Those science tests, I mean, 1, they're constantly changing because it's PTR, and 2, I think it is something pretty good. But in the meantime, on live, if you want to make a ton of gold, just go into the Scarlet, or go into Stratholme live and kill the mobs. Most geared characters can solo them right now, so it's pretty easy for you to go and do that. Then it's just Bolts of Mooncloth. Then Blood of Heroes is another big one. I really hope they increase the acquisition of these somehow. I've suggested they use Remnants of Valor as a nice currency to be able to buy these because they are bind on pickup and they've only just added more spawns there. So it's something that is very worrying to me, and I shared that in my biggest concerns for Phase 8 video yesterday. So just something to be aware of, and if you want to be a great crafter, you plan on going after these recipes, stock up on Bloody Heroes. That honestly might be more valuable than any righteous orbs you could farm right now. Then the next one is the leather and mail. Now what is really interesting about leather and mail, they don't just use rugged leather and righteous orbs, they also use cured rugged hide. So cured rugged hide is obviously a 3-day cooldown in order to make it. I will definitely show you an example here on the live server and how I do it to show you guys exactly how to make a lot of gold with it. I've highlighted printing gold with it all before, but I wanted to do it in an example so you guys absolutely understand how the process works. But yeah, rugged leather obviously will go up even more because it'll be heavily used. And then we also have the righteous orbs, so just something to keep in mind when we're looking at this. Next, we have the chain gear, which uses less rugged leather but more cured rugged hide. There isn't really too big of in-game scales yet in Classic, so I'd imagine that's why they're using the cured rugged hide. But 2 cured rugged hide does not equal 8 rugged leather, in my opinion, or gold-wise. But anyway, it's just a constraint that they have. It's interesting that mail and leather use the profession cooldowns, but when we look at cloth, it doesn't use Mooncloth. And then if we look at plate here, it only uses thorium bars and not Arcanite bars. So I would like to see consistency. I'd rather take them all out and not use rugged leather, cured rugged leather, or add Arcanite bars and Mooncloth to cloth and plate, because it just creates an imbalance, and it just would really suck for anyone getting leather or mail tier gear, because they're going to be forced to get that rugged hide. And because of tier 3 gear, rugged hide is already like 50 or 60 gold per, at least on Crusader Strike Horde it is. So just those are the materials that you're going to need and looking forward to. There are a few there are unique professional recipes that I wanted to highlight, at least tailoring for the 30 slot bag that is unique. However, it's nothing crazy. It's just some iron web, spider silk, stuff like that. Nothing too insane. Just pretty much any in-game material you can think of for one of the for leatherworking, tailoring, blacksmithing. It's used in the new stuff, so you can stockpile some of that. But I think your biggest money makers are righteous orbs as well as cured rugged hide. So anyway, that is the biggest breakdown on what you are going to need and where the most gold is. Let's switch it over here to the live server, and I'm going to show you an example. So if you have 300 leatherworking, okay, so you want to have at least one leatherworker at 300, you have a chance for this craft to proc multiple. You don't have to do anything. There's no specializations required. This is just a max leatherworking. So what you can do is it takes 250 for your salt shaker to make a refined deep rock salt. So what you would do is you would get any character you're not playing that is level 35 or higher. You would turn them into a leatherworker. You would level it up to 250, and then you press the salt shaker button every 3 days, and with your leatherworking at 250, you make the refined deep rock salt. Then you send the refined deep rock salt to your 300 leatherworker, and then you can press this button, and now you will see what will happen with the cured rugged hide. It has a chance to proc 3 to 5. So I hit 3, and that was a low proc right there. So an example, just to be abundantly clear, I will show you the one of my level 41 bots that I use here. They literally all sit in Silithus. It was 41 in phase 3 when the game was dying, and that's when I leveled all these. Now it is 35 to get that max level profession up, but I haven't covered this in detail since like phase 4, so I wanted to show you guys so you can't possibly misunderstand. So as you can see, I used the salt shaker on this character, and his leatherworking is only 250. So it's 255 from making something. But anyway, that is the example that you can use right here. So any character that you're no longer using, like these are all my characters that I used for rune videos in phase 1 and 2. I kind of got burnt out doing every single rune in the game, so I didn't really get them all to 50 or higher. But it is like you can use these guys and have them make passive income. I currently use 7 leatherworkers and 7 tailors, and I log in every 4 days to do it for all of them. I could do 3-day rotations if I really wanted to, but it's just a lot with 7 of them. So that is just something I want you guys to understand and be abundantly clear on how that process works and how you can make the most gold and get it. Obviously, this is PTR, so it is subject to change. Like I said, I would personally love to see either we get Mooncloth and Arcanite added into the others, or we do not, and they just go with, and they take the cured rugged out. Either way, I'm fine with. I just would love to see some consistency, because forcing leather and mail to use the cooldown material and not plate and cloth just seems like a massive imbalance, and, you know, it's really weird. And if you want to get even more deeper, well, the Horde hero class uses mail, and the Alliance hero class uses plate. So I think it's kind of unfair with those paladins again, if we want to continue our Shaman Paladin war. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you think I missed anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below, and I'll do my best to address it. So yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.